Hi, this is Don at Cowboy Biker Adventures. I want to show you Kenisee Lake RV Campground. It's a 1,000 Trails campground. So I'm going to give you a riding tour. So come along with me with my 360 camera. You can move around your view on your device as we go. So look any direction you'd like. So here we go. This is northeast, far northeast Ohio. Yesterday I went and filmed Lake Shore Park on the shores of Lake Erie. Put my hands in Lake Erie. I'm gonna go here. This is where you go to park and register. This is your check-in. There's not a whole lot to see over here, even though this is on the edge of the park. The lake, but the lake is elevated, so you're probably not gonna see a whole lot. But this is what I did when I came in, I guess 2 days ago. I'm here for 5 days before I head up to Erie, Pennsylvania overnight at a Cracker Barrel, and then I go to Niagara Falls. I think campground's less than 10 miles from Niagara Falls. I'm there for 3 nights so I can film Niagara Falls. So that's the lake. You can't really see it from over here, but this over here is where you would pull up and park, and then you walk up to the office and check in. Here we go. I think speed limit's like 5 miles an hour. But I will put in, even though I could fit, I will put in the passcode. There we go. Like I said, office over here on the right, there's her laundry. And of course, that's the activity center. If you look to your right, you can see a little bit of lake. There is canoes and kayaks. You just got to sign a waiver and they'll let you use them for free. You can fish. You don't have to have a fishing license. It's a private lake. So, and you can keep them. And they're supposed to be bass and bluegill and a grass carp, they said, which I think is majority of it. But here you go, and if you look to your right, there is your dump stations. It looks like they got 2. I have to assume they're going. I'm not seeing any water, maybe on one of them, to flush. But I have not been this way. This is not my loop, but I'm gonna go this way right here and see if I can show you this. This apparently is full hookup 30 amp. So it's hard to go 5 miles an hour on a motorcycle. But you can see that they do need to fill in some holes. And it is all gravel dirt road throughout the park. There's no asphalt. Oh, that was a big one. I didn't see it. And let's see here. This is restrooms and showers on the right here on the left for this loop. You can see the lake out there somewhat. So these people have got a lakeside view. If you look to your right, that is. And they've got some spots. It's not the biggest part I've been to by any stretch of the imagination, but they got a lot of acreage out here, and they got a lot of potential to grow if they wanted to. Apparently it's not, it's not needed. But I'm sure a lot of these sites are seasonal, They're not open year-round. I'm sorry, I don't remember the dates. Obviously, parks up north can't be open year-round. By the way, they have two other ponds besides the lake, and there's one of them. We passed one on the left when we first came in by the gate, and this says one way. I'm gonna go down here. That is a back way in from my loop back over there to the right. Like I said, I got a lot of open fields, and they do have a driving path through it. And I do see side-by-sides out there and people walking from time to time. But, you know, just a typical RV park, except for one thing. They don't cram you as tightly in here as most parks like in the cities, because they got limited room. They're trying to get the most for the buck, and I don't blame them. It's a business. But they also have they have ditches throughout this park. So trying to control the water. I tell you, it seems to rain a lot up north since I've been up here, starting in Wisconsin, or was that Illinois, even northern Illinois. I mean, it rains about on some days every day, and then there's times it would rain on me every other day, you know. And some of the rains were really heavy. So I'm not sure what he's doing, but anyhow, that's a cut through. This is a dog run over here to my right. And you can see the pull-throughs to the right up here. That's where I'm parked down there, but I'll show you that last. I'm going to show you this loop, and this loop here is, trying to see, this is full hookup, 30, 50 amp. So okay, the only difference between these and mine, these are not pull-throughs. So I hadn't been down here before either, but you can see Canadian geese. Yeah, they're all over the place up in the northern states. So obviously the deck's built and everything, that some of these are seasonal. Hey, there's very few of these park models, but there's a few of them. And then it looks like to me there's not anything much down here until we make this turn. So I think we're coming up on where the swimming pool is. Good to know. This looks like tent camping if you ask me. Which is pretty neat, tent camping, and you know, shaded and all. All right, let's see what we got over here. You can see the front gate over there. By the way, that barn to the far right, it was on the left when I first started filming, is when you order food, that's where you have it delivered. And there's plenty of places to deliver out here, but you got to meet them out there by that barn. Yeah, this is the swimming pool. I'm not sure what that is over there. Playground. Another section of showers and restrooms. They have a pavilion on this little lake. And by the way, all 3 lakes, none of them you can swim in. Looks like to me they got putt, they got basketball, got a baseball diamond, and more Canadian geese. And I didn't mention this, but over there to the far right, you can see the ranger station we passed when I first came in. It's closed, so you check in the office, which comes first anyway. So looks like they got more play area. So a lot of Canadian geese, a lot of them. Yep, play area. Now we're coming up on the last loop, is the loop that has pull-throughs. It also has 30 amps on the left. Some of them are 50. The beginning ones here are 50, but they're not pull-throughs. Again, that's the dog run out there. So, and there's open spots. Again, I wish they would fill in the holes, but you can't have everything. If that's the biggest complaint I got. It's open where I am, so I can get my Starlink out, and my T-Mobile hotspot works some, but not as great as it should. I'm glad I got my Starlink out. And there's another play, a little slide and swings there for kids. And there is a swing for adults. And I'm gonna go this way since those people are walking. Again, I think these over here are seasonal, but they're full hookup 30 amp. And I haven't seen many people over there, if any. And these are all pull-throughs, 50 amps, full hookups. And you're coming up on my rig on the right. And anyhow, that is almost all of it. I've got a little bit more to show you. Hope I didn't make anybody mad. I really went about 10 miles an hour on this video. Now, kind of going to go the wrong way on this. You can see the path out there. People walk on them and they ride side by sides. It goes, there's a couple of them goes, but you got to be careful. There's ditches. I mean, obviously that's not an issue on the roads. If you look over there far left, there's something that says employees only. I'm sure that's kind of their maintenance area. There's my RV. So if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see adventure videos at least once a week on Wednesdays, be sure to subscribe. I also have shorts on the weekends. So until next time, have a good one.